Okay, it's time for Tarot, Scorpio. Let's see what we can do with your forecast for next week. The week of November 15th through the 21st. Just got some flippy cards here. And since we're just doing a general forecast, I'm not going to be like, ooh, flippy cards! Let's just see what is in store for the Scorpions. Okay. Alright, Scorpio. Now we're ready. Okay, Scorpio, so what I've got for your primary focus is the Five of Swords, alright? Five of Swords is all about harsh victories, harsh defeats, conflict, alright? And I'm seeing this as how you delegate your pain and how you actually delegate how you deal with your pain, your time to deal with your pain and your means to do it. This is all about dishing out pain, okay? A lot of that means how do we vent our frustrations with the people or situations that we're frustrated with? How do we take our anger out? How do we actually turn it into something constructive? Because the Five of Swords kind of indicates that there is nothing constructive about the criticism or the complaints that you might have at this point in time with the people or occupations that you have with your life and the endeavors you're undertaking. Okay? What's ending is the Ten of Wands. A period of immense work, overwork, burden is ending for you. You are actually going to give yourself a lot of free time to think and meditate on what it is you are going to be working with. More clarification will come when we get to the daily cards. However, I just wanted to let you know, if you're worried about taking on all the responsibility for a group, you're not going to be doing that for very much longer. You might actually be supplanted and actually have to take the role of junior partner for a while. For the new development, you've got Judgment reversed. Okay? And Judgment reversed has everything to do with the fact that you're probably not actually going to pass an exam or a consultation or an interview. You might actually start to feel like you're underqualified for the work you are trying to apply yourself for, the project or the creative endeavor you are trying to establish, or enterprise you are trying to, get off the ground. You are starting to question whether or not you are actually good enough to pull this off. When you are put to the test, you cannot step up to the plate, and that is starting to really wear on your sense of confidence and your ability to perform. Okay? So it's going to be a really, really hard-hitting, introverted kind of week. As far as your finances go and your work goes, you got Five of Wands reversed. Alright, so if you are unemployed or looking for new employment, it's going to take you a really long time to actually figure out if it's worth it to you. You're going to have a really hard time getting out of the house and going out and doing the hunting and doing the research you need to do. You're probably not willing to actually stick your neck out there and take a risk. The same goes if you are employed. You're not going to be taking a lot of risks. There's not going to be a lot of battle going on, and there's not going to be a lot of reasons for you to feel like you need to raise your energy and perform at optimum capacity. And that's only because you don't feel like you do very good when you do anyway. You need to snap out of it. As far as your love life is concerned, you do have the Knight of Swords. Okay? If you are single or looking, you're probably going to end up with somebody that you find to be just as bitey, if not as catty, as you've been feeling right now. Because you only draw in what is a reflection of yourself when you're projecting this much energy out. It doesn't just happen all the time, but your emotions are pretty volatile right now. This also could mean that you actually might be put on the spot to actually run relays between two people, playing matchmaker or something like that, which is actually fortified by your next card, but I'm not going to jump ahead. If you are committed, okay, Knight of Swords, again, with your Five of Swords and your Judgment reversed, you're probably going to be taking out some frustrations with your partner regarding yours or their ability to actually perform in their career. Okay? And while you're not necessarily disappointed with them, you're actually more disappointed with your inability to actually bring enough to the table to support them on your own. And this is going to cause you to lash out in anger because you don't want to admit that you might be deficient in an area. Now, you're not deficient forever. You can get the training. Reinforced again, I'll get there. But you almost feel like you don't want to because you're not done being mad. As far as your social life is concerned, you do have the lovers. Okay? Now, the lovers in your social life, Scorpio, indicates that you're probably going to end up actually doing a lot of work with another couple. Maybe you're going to start socializing with another couple. Maybe you're trying to set up somebody you know with somebody else to kind of create another couple, which is kind of fortified by the Knight of Swords. You're also going to be put on warning. You're going to have a lot of people giving you ultimatums, making choices about whether or not you keep them or you lose them. Alright. Well, this is actually kind of important to you because you're already feeling volatile enough. Just make sure that you don't do something in the heat of the moment that you're really going to regret. As far as the unexpected is concerned, you do have the Page of Wands. Okay? So while all this craziness is going on in your professional sphere and your own personal creative talents and make you feeling like you're insufficient or you're not going to have the money or the time to actually commit to making this work out for you, Page of Wands is actually going to be a good message for you because somebody is going to give you an in. Maybe a venue or a place of training, like a training location, or just somewhere to actually express your creative energy and channel it in a new and not necessarily a foreign atmosphere, a very familiar atmosphere, but in such a way where you actually have more creative control than you do right now. As far as your primary cycle, your current cycle is concerned, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are on the up and up. And I think this negativity really coming from you, for the most part, asking, what have I been wasting my time? You know? You could have everything you want, you know exactly what's going on.
You know, you have the right idea, but you're actually kind of in the middle of a battle between, you know, is the new better than the old? Was I wrong? Were they right? If you can start to get past your pride with that Five of Swords and start letting things actually get out and let things actually flow and do the part and play the role you know you can play the best, better than anyone else because it was meant for you, you will excel and you will have a wonderful week. Alright, Scorpio, I will see you next week for your forecast.